Gentlemen, easy one first. Before you drop in. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Excited. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to go on stage and do our thing.
Have you been here all day, weekend so far?
We got here Thursday.
Yeah,
we got here Thursday, so we've experienced all of this absolutely insane weather for a couple of days. And it's not gone any easy, has it?
No, I'm glad we're playing actually in a tent with a bit of shade.
Have you, I was about to ask you next, have you spent much time in where you guys are actually playing and seeing the experience in there? And the bands that have played already, you are up against some incredible competition. I don't want to put pressure on you.
Well, we did go scope it out earlier, didn't we? Yeah. We scoped it out yesterday and just get a bit of a vibe or a feel for the tent. Just getting amongst it all, really. Yeah, just get a vibe.
Favourite band so far?
I'm going to say Sleep Token. Last night.
Wow. Okay, that's
Sleep Token.
Yeah, I've heard so many mixed things about. Some people said it was amazing. Other people saying I didn't feel it.
Yeah,
Token,
I think they have that about them though, and I think that's the thing I like most about them is that they can do the ambient, they can do the heavy.
Polarizing. It is a polarizing.
Exactly.
Yourself?
I had to go for the Machine headset.
Oh God, you were in there for it?
Yeah, I managed to get in for it. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. I used to be a massive fan back in the day, so it was great fun. Yeah.
Back in the day, not anymore.
I've kind of disconnected from them recently, I must admit, but I couldn't resist seeing them, and it was great. Yeah.
What's the hope that for later on? Because ultimately, New Blood stage is an incredible stage. So many great bands. What would be the minimum that you would hope for? Obviously, you want to be packed out, but 30 minutes is going to fly by.
Yeah, 30 minutes is going to fly by. I think the biggest thing is just to feel the energy from the crowd. That's the big thing for us. It's like with most of our shows. Every single time we want to feel that energy back off the crowd, we vibe, we give it back 10 times harder. That is what I want to feel.
Have you run into anyone this weekend so far who's kind of come across you as almost like a new band and then discovered, obviously, Collapse Sky, well, you're not brand new and you've got these like releases out and stuff like that. Have you run into anyone like that? Because I'm one of them basically.
A few people at the camp have switched into it recently. Like last night when we were socialising, and the response has been really good and really complimentary, and mainly around the release of the new album White Flags. A lot of people have really kind of engaged with that more so than the previous two albums, so that's really kind of lifted us up a notch on the ladder, so to speak.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who have been following us for like a number of years, I think they see the effort that we put into this, they see the time and the commitment, and it's like that for every single band, right? Every single band has to put in somewhat of energy and commitment into it, but they see it for us, and I feel like we paid our dues to be where we are right now.
Paid your dues is fair, isn't it? Absolutely. What do you think was different? What's different? What's different in regards to White Flags? Why do you think that's resonated a little bit different, like towards the audience? And is it something mainly based on social media, I guess, more than anything else? Because that seems to be where I noticed a lot of the buzz more than ever before.
I think with White Flags, a lot of people said we've finally found our sound.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, when we put the initial demos together for the early albums, we were 18, 19 and kind of just getting into it. So as musicians, we got more into the composing side of things, more detail over the years, and
and we developed as musicians, as friends, as comrades, you know, in and out of the studio, writing, doing this, doing that. You know, it's been 6 years so far, and it's just developing, and it's been quite great.
I mean, we started also integrating a lot more orchestral stuff. I think you guys on the reaction video we saw, you weren't quite, you had it quite hard to place where to kind of put it stylistically.
There was a moment, absolutely, but that's the joy, that's the point. Is, you know, when, you know, reaction videos and things like that, the idea is the first experience. I want to check you out at Bloodstock and see what the buzz and the noise was about. So that was our experience, but people we've spoken to over the weekend, talking to them, said, hey, who's a New Blood band that's particularly interested? Collapse Sky keeps coming up, so that buzz does exist. Do you pay much attention to it in regards to your comments? You know, you've got to troll the social media, and you've got to go in those comments and you've got to read them. Do you spend much time doing that? Do you enjoy it?
It's something I think you have to keep on top of at this stage anyway, because it's such a big part of, you know, bands trying to progress up the ladder, so to speak. So we do use our social media quite a bit.
We do like to engage with fans. Engaging with the fans is so important for us. It really is.
What about here? This is always an opportunity as well, a chance to network. You're in front of our camera, for example, and I'm sure you have more interviews to do. Is this an opportunity for you to just get your name out there as much as possible beyond just playing the actual show?
100%, yeah. I mean, a lot of people we've already met said, oh, you need to come meet these guys or these guys book bands for this festival. So a lot of people have been very, very kind to us, I think, in trying to take us under their wing and introduce us to some people and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's an opportunity that we just can't miss.
Yeah.
We can't miss this opportunity, and we've really got to grab it with both hands.
And of course it is the opportunity, as you say. Talk about the journey here though, like to actually get here, and what the experience has been like overall for you to get to this point, the actual day you're playing.
Well, we actually entered the Metal to the Masses competition within the first 6 months of being a band.
So 6 years ago.
6 years ago, yeah. We got to the final then, and then we didn't make it through the final the first time we went in there. We just kind of focused on doing our own stuff, getting the albums written and recorded, and we just felt with White Flags this was the right time to re-enter the competition, and we did that. And Simon, who obviously made the decision on us, has been again really kind and has introduced us to some extra people as well through that. And the whole Metal to the Masses competition is getting quite a big buzz around it as its own thing, like the semi-finals, the final.
It can be quite competitive now.
Yeah, I mean the finals sold out really quickly. Even if it wasn't a competition as a gig, it was fantastic. So I think what Bloodstock was doing for a bands who are trying to progress is absolutely amazing. I don't think there are any other festivals that are giving bands the opportunity to get in like that. So.
It gives so many underground bands that platform.
Yeah.
The platform they've been missing for years. As you said, I don't see many other festivals or people like that doing this.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the culmination of a journey, it's the next stage of the journey, so to speak. So talk to us. It's August 2022, there's still plenty of time to go. What might the next couple of months look like for you?
We were kind of playing around the idea of releasing a new single.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think it is doable. We've got a couple of new tracks in the pipeline already. So
a few more discussions about that, exactly when, timing wise. But it's definitely something that we would like to do.
Such a good year. It just feels right to just put another song out.
You're feeling it. You're in the zone right now, particularly coming off the back of COVID, of course, and not being able to actually really do anything. Take advantage of it, because one of the things we often notice, and it's a horrible feeling, which is where Bloodstock does become a culmination, and a year later we're like, oh yeah, what happened to that band? You didn't really follow it up. I'm gonna presume that is not what you're. That is not you. No.
We're just gonna pack it in and announce it on the stage.
Yeah, it's our last ever gig.
You achieved what you wanted to achieve.
I'm ready to go now.
Then you have the band.
No, definitely not. No, we've got a few live shows lined up between the end of summer and the start of winter. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, we want to start really getting out there next year, exploring some different cities and towns.
Oh, cool.
See where it takes us.
Yeah.
Sort of piggybacking on what you were saying about networking with some people here. You know, if we can get in with some decent bands and some like-minded people, then who knows where that can lead us.
You deserve it. You really do, gents.
Thank you, man. Yeah, really appreciate that.
No worries. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this, guy.